Hi everyone, this is Professor Moser. Let me help you guide you through the Math 101 final exam practice. In the first question, we're trying to translate statements into algebraic expressions. The first says 3 less than 5 times a number. 3 less would mean to subtract 3, and we're supposed to take it away from 5 times a number. If you call the number x, then it would be 5 times x, which we write as 5x. So the translation here would be 5x minus 3. For the second part, it says 10 more than twice a number. 10 more means to add 10 to, and then it says twice a number. That would be 2x. So it would be 2x plus 10. In question 2, now we're moving on to an evaluate question. Evaluate means to find the value. The expression is 3 times z squared divided by x times the quantity y plus z. One of the best tips I can give you if you're trying to evaluate a variable at a number is to replace the variable with a set of parentheses, and that will give you a spot to kind of plug the number into. Everywhere I see a z, we're going to be putting the number -5. The value for x is -1. And the value for y is +4. Of course, you are allowed to use your calculator for the exam, but let me just kind of go ahead and work through this following order of operations. In the numerator, you'd have to do the exponent first. -5 squared means -5 times -5, which would be a +25. In the denominator, you should do what's in the parentheses first. 4 plus -5 would give us -1. I can now multiply in the numerator. 3 times 25 is 75. In the denominator, -1 times -1 would be a +1. And then finally, 75 divided by 1 would be 75. Let's take a look at the next one. They ask us to evaluate 3x plus 8 divided by 2x plus y. So I'm just going to rewrite the expression, but I'm going to replace my variables with parentheses. Everywhere I see an x, we're going to put -6. That goes here and here. The value for y is -4, so that gets placed here. And then once you have everything plugged in very carefully, it's just a matter of following the order of operations to work out the final value. In the numerator, we'd have to multiply first. 3 times -6 is -18 plus 8. Similarly, in the denominator, you have to do 2 times -6, which will give us -12. In the numerator, -18 plus 8 is -10. Divided by, in the denominator, -12 plus -4 would be a -16. It looks like we're going to get a fractional answer, so we have to reduce this. First of all, both of them are negative. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. So that's going to be 10 over 16. Positive final answer. But then we can divide by the common factor of 2. This is common in both top and bottom. So I'm going to divide the numerator by 2. To divide the denominator by 2, we would get the final answer is 5/8. So 5 over 8. In question number 3, we're asked to use the distributive property to simplify. I need to get rid of the parentheses, so I'm going to distribute a 4 in. 4 times 3x squared is 12x squared. 4 times a -7 would give us -28. Let's look at the next one. We want to distribute a -3x to the 5th into this parenthesis. -3x to the 5th times 8x squared would give us a -24x to the 7th. -3x to the 5th times a -7x would give us a +21x to the 6th.